What's going on, guys? Today's kind of a hectic day. I have some issues at the job site. I'm gonna have to go solve them, and since you guys are already here, you might as well come along, so follow me. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to a new vlog. And for the people that have been watching my videos, you guys already know we have to go do one thing first before we solve all of these problems. That it's something we can't skip, so see you guys there. Alright guys, so right now we just got done with the gym. I'm gonna eat some breakfast, get in the shower, and we're actually gonna hop on a Zoom call really quick before we head to the job site. So, but like I said, let's eat first. That can wait, and start getting ready. I was like, all I know is that we have to fucking make some sales, dude. That's all I remember.
Yeah, I think it'll be really good, dude. Like I said, like, I swear, like, I don't know, I feel fucked up saying it, but like, every call is a fucking banger, dude. It just...
Alright guys, finally we're headed to our first job site, and actually got a flood warning. That's not good. But yeah, we're headed to our first job site. Our first problem here at this job site we're gonna go to, we're gonna be building a massive structure. The city is saying that, you know, we're too close to the property line. So yeah, we're gonna go check that out before we start digging. The patio's already there, which is, you know, another thing I don't understand, because that patio goes all the way to the fence. So I don't know, either, you know, they had a Peter do the patio and they didn't put Peter in a truck, I call them, and they didn't pull a permit, or somebody's measurements are off. But yeah, we're gonna go check that out. Quick update on Landscaping Experts. You know, I'm always looking to innovate. I'm always looking to change. I'm always looking to get better. One thing right now that's in my head is having a showroom. So we do have an office. We have a couple people there. Sometimes, most of the time, it's just Stanley. Sometimes he has other people designing there. You know, I'm beginning to think that it goes back to AI. Like, the more, and that could just be me, right? It's one of those things where we'll find out when we try it. But I think that the more technology, the more AI, the more stuff that they push on us currently, I feel like the more we are starting to appreciate the fact, the human connection, right? So I'm thinking about just getting a building, having a office space for our future sales guy that we're going to hire, and then just having people come in there, right? Like having a showroom. You walk in, by the time you walk out, you've already, you know, signed your contract, you gave your down payment, you picked your materials, and you're on to the permit department. And I thought it'd be pretty cool, right, to have all the samples there and all that. But yeah, like I said, those are the things I'm thinking about now as far as Landscaping Experts, you know, as far as growth. So yeah, we have a lot of work to do, and I'm excited, right? I'm excited to have something to always work towards, because, you know, I feel like we get comfortable, you know, we start going backwards. So all right, so check it out. I'm going to give you guys an idea of what's going to happen here in this project. These are the 3D renderings. You can see this is the structure that's going up. We got fans, can lights, and actually here in this spot, there's going to be a fireplace on a phase 2. There's actually going to be a fireplace. Yeah, we're going to go check. It's going to be a nice pavilion. As you can see, it's pretty massive. It's almost bigger than the house. Let's get off. Let's check it out and see what's going on. All right, so just to give you guys an idea, we have, so this is where the structure is going. We have, it's 18 by 28. This is the outline of the structure. So all of this, it's kind of hard to see with the sun, but you see their outline there. All of this here is going to be covered with a full shingled pavilion all the way. We do have to stay 3 feet away from there. That is a change that we made. You know, hopefully we don't run into any issues with whoever did the patio, because they were supposed to stay 3 feet away. This is phase 1. Phase 2, we are going to have an L-shaped bar here on this side. Then we are going to have a fireplace on that side where that table is. That corner back there is going to be a it's like a shed, kind of like a house, you can say. All right, guys. So customer, she was pretty cool about it. We were able to fix that problem there. I thought it was going to be a bigger problem than it was, but yeah, we were able to solve that issue. And then there was another issue that we had with the power line being so close. We were able to figure that out. We just gave it a less of a pitch on that, less of a peak on that roof. So yeah, we got that solved. Now we're gonna go ahead to the next job site. Something else I wanted to tap on, something that I've been thinking about myself, is like, don't be afraid to adjust. And I think that was me for a while, right? You do have full control of your schedule. You do have full control of your life. Like, don't be afraid to adjust, especially if you don't have a 9 to 5, right? You have control of your schedule. I don't know, for the longest, for so many years I did that to myself too, where like I was running this schedule that I fucking hated, right? I hated, and I just didn't sit down and think, say, hey, I can change it, right? Like right now, I think I'm gonna change my schedule again because it's just not working for me. And all I'm saying with that is, whatever was working for you a year ago might not work for you this year. And we can't be afraid to adjust. We can't be afraid, and that's just my opinion, right? I want to continue to perform at my best. I want to continue to have the most output every single day, even as I get older. So, there's going to be times where you are going to have to shift, you are going to have to adjust. And, that's one of those examples there where, for me, I think I'm going to have to make some adjustments to my schedule here to make sure that I continue to perform at my best and not just push my way through, because it sucks pushing your way through. But at least for me, if I'm not loving my schedule when I know I have full control of it, like, shit, something has to change. So, and who can change that other than myself? Nobody. So for the people that are watching, that's the whole point. I just give you guys an idea of kind of where my head is at right now.
It's stupid. As a taxpayer, like, that's bullshit,
Yep. So they just want to cut.
If I was, living in one of these towns that they outsourced it, and I'm looking to do a project at my house and it's taking months to get a permit, I'd be like, you know what? Then I'm not going to pay my fucking property taxes, because that's.
We decided to stop by at the second job site. So let's talk about what the issue here is. The issue here is there's so much back and forth with this project here. Long story short, what's happening here is on our 3D design, it's showing one type of pavers, and then on our job planner, which is like the work order that the guys get, showing a different type of paver. I decided to stop by because I don't get a chance to stop by too much of the job sites to kind of show you guys what's going on. The way we're going to solve that issue is just be honest with the customer, figure out like where we went wrong, and just double check before we order the material. So
Digo, you know what?
también ahí arriba, ¿no?
Ya, y aquí está la tapa.
So this corner here, we're gonna have the gazebo. Further corner over there, we're gonna have the fire pit with the string lights. We got the step. Another thing we are going to be doing is we are going to have to move this tree. That one we actually had to move. I think it was somewhere in the middle, but we're going to move the trees. Another thing we are going to do is we're going to do a retaining wall all the way around. Softscape lighting, we're going to have all the way around. Obviously lighting on the steps. Yeah, so as you guys can see, the retaining wall is going to start probably about right there. All of these are the sprinkler lines. These are the gutters. The two gutters are right here. All of these lines are going to have to be moved. Some of them are gonna have to be canceled because there was obviously all of this was grass, so all of this won't be water no more. But yeah, so we did get the homeowner out here. We did talk to him about the pavers, and we got that issue solved. So I think we're on to the next thing. Okay, guys, so we're done with that job site. We figured it out. Like I said, I did end up talking to the homeowner because that was an issue on my end. I sold that job, so I wanted to make sure that the customer was getting what I sold them, and I'm not going to remember everything I sold at the top of my head. There's just no way. That is why, if you're watching this and you own a construction company or any kind of company, you need to make sure that that you don't try to remember everything. Remember, anything that you have shouldn't live up here. It should live in some kind of system. And yes, you are going to have flaws. You are going to have mistakes. We all make mistakes. Perfect example. But like I said, at least it doesn't happen every single day. You don't feel like you're getting pulled in every direction. But yeah, so we got that. We got the two issues figured out with the earlier with the structure issue here. Now we're gonna head back to my office at home because I do have actually I do have a call. So we're gonna head home. We're gonna set up, make sure that we're ready, we're prepared for that call, and then you know, I think we are gonna end the day with that call. So let's drive back home. Hey Lenny. Hello. Hey guys. Bye, Mama. All right, so we're supposed to have a Zoom call with a potential client to present a design, but you know, they have to reschedule, so it is what it is. But we're not done with work yet. We got plenty of stuff to do, so we're gonna go ahead and hit some follow-ups, try to sell some designs, try to make the the best out of the rest of the day. So we're gonna try to go ahead and work for another hour. It's 3:30, probably we'll tap out at like 4:30. It's been a long day. You guys have seen me nonstop. Go ahead and let's hit the phones real quick. Hey, this is Alex from Landscaping Experts. I hope you're doing well. Give me a call back. I'd like to discuss the options we talked about briefly over the weekend. So give me a call back or shoot me a text looking for a building or outdoor living space. So we'll talk soon. Just gotta keep hitting these phones, man. There's no way around it.
Hey, this is Dylan. Sorry I missed your call. I'm coming to.
Oh man, I feel like nobody's answering the phone today. Shit. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap up this day. It was a long day, but it was a good day. We got through everything. We ended it. Like I said, the only thing that didn't go as planned was that last phone call. They had to reschedule, but we still made most out of our time. We did some follow ups. We did we called about 50 people and texted them. We spoke to a few other people, but we're gonna wrap up this vlog here. If you made it to this point, I really appreciate you. As usual, comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.